Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me for this video. And today I'm excited to tell you about my middle schooler who is obsessed with dogs. Now, we don't have a dog. My children would love one, but my middle schooler's biggest request in life is for us to get a dog. In fact, she sees it as the solution to all problems or opportunities in life. We had an activity at church this past Sunday where they had the youth put in their spiritual and their social and other goals, and in each box, her goal was get a dog. And we've heard about this about the last year. If we are working on a goal to pray more as a family, it's, if we got a dog, then that would help us gather better and to say prayers with one another. If we're trying to exercise more as a family, if we got a dog, we would need to walk it. And if we were trying to get the kids to do better in school, I know I would be so much more motivated to do my schoolwork if I could pet a dog when I came home. And so I started to think a little bit about maybe something that has been like getting a dog for me. Now, when my twins were just under a year old, I started to realize that life was getting really difficult. In fact, it was so hard to get out. To go anywhere was a lot of work. And even one time when I was at the supermarket, I was loading all my groceries in and pulling out the 2 baby carriers and putting them in the car. And I started to pull away, not realizing that I left one of the babies in the baby carrier on the grass next to my car until a woman started honking at me and I realized what had happened. Like, my goodness, my life has changed. Now, I'm a pretty social person and this was hard to be stuck in my house. And so close around that time, I made the decision to start learning a language, and I wanted to try to teach it to my kids at the same time. I could develop the vocabulary while they were developing their first vocabulary. And while I was doing that, I started to invite women who were native Spanish speakers who wanted to improve their English, and also my friends who wanted to learn Spanish. And we became great friends, amigas. And through this process, I saw how this was life-changing for me. It gave me connections, it gave me intellectual stimulations, and a hobby that I could truly do with my family. But I just had to start by dipping my toes in. So today we actually tried out getting a dog. I borrowed a friend's dog and we had her for the day. It was so much fun. We realized that there were ins and outs to this experience, but I dipped my toes in. I'm not getting a perrito in mi casa until my twins are potty trained, but I want to encourage you to maybe take this lesson, and if you haven't yet, try a little bit with learning a new language. Maybe try a new app. Try connecting with someone who's a native Spanish speaker that you may know, or do a song or an activity together. It's just a little bit of a way that you may discover that there's something that brings you a lot of joy in life. Have a good weekend. I'll see you later.